Welcome to our weekly roundup of key business developments in Sri Lanka. I'm Nishani Figuera. We wish you a warm and prosperous 2024. Let's look at the main stories for this week. Higher VAT and personal income tax registrations takes effect. Thai Prime Minister in Sri Lanka next month to sign FTA. Strong tourism forecast for 2024. In our main story this week, the increased value-added tax came into effect from Monday. While the tax was raised to 18% from 15%, the threshold was also reduced to 60 million rupees. The move is expected to boost government revenue by around 378 billion rupees, increasing tax revenue to 12.5% of the GDP from the current 9.1%. According to the Ministry of Finance, the VAT revision is likely to increase inflation by about 2%. However, Duminda Hulangamur, chairman of the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, said that despite the value-added tax hike, government's tax revenue targets will not be met in 2024 as a reduction in consumption is expected to result in an economic contraction. Speaking to the media, he said that the VAT should have remained at 15% while removing the VAT exemption. Moreover, from Monday, individuals who are 18 years of age or above are required to register with the Inland Revenue Department. Persons who receive an income of over 1.2 million rupees per annum will remain liable for taxes. A penalty not exceeding 50,000 rupees is levied on those failing to register. Meanwhile, State Minister for Finance Shehan Semsingha said that Sri Lanka's tax revenues for 2023 have been revised upwards to 2.7 trillion rupees as a result of economic activity picking up, broadening of the tax base and reforms. The minister added that government revenue may improve to 11.2% of GDP in 2023, with a primary surplus in the budget now expected. According to Cabinet co-spokesman Minister Bandula Gunawardena, the Prime Minister of Thailand, Sretha Thavisin, will formally sign the free trade agreement during his scheduled visit to Sri Lanka in February. 9 rounds of negotiations were conducted over several years to reach the agreement, according to which both parties have agreed to liberalize tariffs on a sensitive list of goods in 16 years instead of the earlier 18 years. Sri Lanka Export Development Board revealed that service exports in the first 11 months of 2023 grew by 69% to $2.9 billion compared to the previous year. ICT exports grew by 48% to $1.5 billion. The board also mentioned that the value of ICT exports is expected to increase by 96% to $166 million and that logistic services will increase by 55% in November 2023 on a year-on-year basis. According to latest results, Sri Lanka's construction sector continued to suffer, with the Construction Purchasing Managers Index falling to 44.3 in November. A low level of new projects and decline in work related to ongoing projects were cited as reasons, which is compounded due to increased costs. However, it noted that a recovery is expected, with the industry estimated to grow at an annual rate of 5.6% between 2024 and 2027. In our weekly tourism update, tourist arrivals in December reached 210,352, pushing the yearly total to 1.48 million, marginally missing the annual target. December recorded the highest visitor numbers during the last 4 years. In 2023, average daily arrivals reached around 4,100, with India retaining its position as a larger source market, followed by Russia and the United Kingdom. The Ceylon Petroleum Corporation and Lanka IOC and Sinopec revised fuel prices starting from January 1, 2024. 92 and 95 octane auto and super diesel saw a price hike ranging from 20 to 50 rupees. Kerosene prices, on the other hand, decreased by 11 rupees to 236 rupees. And now let's take a look at the weekly movement of the All-Share Price Index and the S&P SL 20 Index at the Colombo Stock Exchange. At the Treasury bill auction held on Wednesday, yields on 91-day maturities contracted. Bids amounting to 293 billion rupees were received, of which 155 billion were accepted. The Sri Lankan rupee appreciated against the dollar this week, with the central bank's indicative mid-spot rate ranging around 321 to 324 rupees. In other market news, the government approved Asuri Hospital's Port City operations. The entity will invest $100 million as a business of primary strategic importance. Also, Tikiri Software will invest $100,000 to set up shop at the Colombo Port City. And with that, we wind up for this week. Do subscribe to the link below for regular updates on economic and business developments in Sri Lanka. Until we'll see you again next week, thank you for watching. Stay safe.